Babe, wake up. It's a new Furthest From Perfect.
Oh. My stupid self hit the go live button, so that's
Oh, did you really? Did you stop it?
yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. All right. Wonderful. He almost streamed the whole thing. That would have been fucking great. What if that's what gets you like 1 million viewers? Just you randomly just like talking, not even paying attention, and you accidentally go live.
I would go play in traffic.
I've actually seen people get viewers doing that. Like accidentally doing it. I've also seen people fake it. Like, oh no, I went live and did something super embarrassing. Now I'm going to post it on Twitter. Oh no. Oh, whatever will I do? I went live by accident and now I'm on Twitter. And I hope not a lot of people like this. This is super embarrassing. Oh no. It's like you didn't have to show anybody. If you were super embarrassed, you could have just fucking deleted it, send it to the void.
I wanted no one to see this ever. Oh my god.
I've sent shit to the void that I wanted people to see. I just did it by accident. And these people are like, oh, it's so embarrassing. Oops. Was that me? Did I do that? And I don't know. I just think it's weird. But anyways, I should probably do the intro now. Hello, everybody. It's been like a year since we did this. Welcome back to the Furthest From Perfect podcast. This episode, I don't know, the video episodes and the audio episodes are slightly off because some of the episodes, I think I released a couple of them as like audio only. So we're just going to go with the video side of things. So this is episode 6. And I know it's been a little bit. Steven was dead. He was literally dead. He got COVID and he died. And I just now figured out how to bring him back. It wasn't that hard, surprisingly. And so now we're back. We're back. We're live. I'm kidding. He wasn't dead. He did get COVID, but he wasn't dead. He was in jail. He was in jail for the last year for tax evasion. It was a whole thing. He's finally out now, so we can continue the podcast. So, how was jail, Steven?
So I definitely liked the origin story of you and how you became a necromancer far more than the jail story. So,
well, it was a whole thing. It was really sad. You lost your kid and everything over that, right? Like you just got him back. You just got custody back, something like that.
I don't know. I'm not good enough at lying to build an entire jailhouse story. Like last thing we need is in the comments, people asking me about like prison recipes and stuff.
We need lore. We need reasons as to why this podcast wasn't going on, and it is 100% on you going to jail and has nothing to do with me not editing them.
Well, right. So I'm gonna take the Bethesda approach and give you less is more.
Well, that's true. That's true. We're really about quality here. So after this episode, you'll get another one next year. Everybody watching, we'll get another one next year.
But on the same engine.
Yes. Yeah. No
upgrades.
Yep. So this is Steven's way of saying that he's going back to jail this year for tax evasion again because he doesn't understand that he doesn't learn from his mistakes, so to speak.
Yep. Trying to cosplay as Al Capone this year, and I figured I'd go all in depth into how to get it done. So there's that.
So what is it like to have COVID? That wasn't a lie. Steven actually did have COVID. That wasn't the reason why we didn't record the podcast. But we were just we're busy. We're busy, but we're back every week now. But what was it like to have COVID?
So fun fact, as you already know, I felt like completely fine. And Jackson, my son, got COVID before I did. And so I figured I would, take a test just to see. I felt fine. I felt sick the week before. But then when Jackson tested positive, I was like, hey, let me go ahead and get a test, like better safe than sorry. And I tested super positive within you're supposed to wait like 15 minutes. I popped hot within 5. So I was literally walking COVID, so that was fun.
Don't those tests say not to look at it like before the 15 or something? Like,
yeah, it does, but it was like super pink, like ooh, if you're supposed to get it's like I kind of felt like I was pregnant or something.
Yeah, it is. It's a pregnancy.
The lines.
Yeah, it's a pregnancy test for your brain.
Yep. So you had to look at the 2 lines, and mine definitely didn't show any lines. It was just all pink. just all like it was like a. It's supposed to show like 2 pink lines if you've got it, and it was literally whole ass like just a pink square. The
Yeah.
entire thing filled up. So I was dying basically. Long story short. But no, man, like the first couple days, like I was fine, dude. Like I think you and I were playing Back for Blood, and I was good. And then, dude, it hit me, and it hit me hard.
Yeah, I remember you just being like, you would get really quiet for like 30 minutes, and I would just be like, dude, you doing okay? And you'd just be like, no.
Yeah, dude, like
you just fucking.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was rough. Like I didn't have problems breathing, but it was just like the body aches, like to the point where like I couldn't move almost, and um, definitely the worst symptom was losing my like taste and smell, because as you know, I am I'm a man of cultured and I love food, I love lots of food, mass quantities of food in my gullet, and the fact that I couldn't taste anything literally ruined food for me. So that was a thing. Like every time I ate, I felt like I wanted to throw up because it was just texture with nothing.
Yeah, it's Kylie's dad still can't taste. He's had
Yeah.
COVID, and like he's actually like tested negative and has gone back to work, and like he still can't fucking taste or smell.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people lose it for months.
Well, so it took me a good 3 weeks before mine came back. But like, dude, I couldn't drink water. Like if I drank water, it was just like goopy. I don't know. It was weird because like you shouldn't be able to taste water anyways, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It was a whole different like sensation. The only thing that I could eat that I could actually like want to keep down was cereal because of the crunch. So like the texture at least did something for me.
Eating massive amounts of fucking Kix cereal.
Dude, I couldn't. So like I was literally eating once maybe every 18 hours because like every time I ate I just wanted to throw up because it was just I couldn't taste anything. So like my stomach would be full, but my brain would say like you didn't eat anything because I couldn't taste anything.
You didn't get the fucking the drug addict high from fucking eating potato chips. You didn't get the addict. I understand that. I have the same thing. I actually threw up last night because I overate. No shit. I ate myself until I threw up because we had meatball subs and they were so good. And I ate and then I fucking threw up because I'm a fat ass. No, I didn't actually like overeat and throw up. I like ate dinner and then like woke up in the middle of the night and threw up for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I have COVID. I don't know because Kylie has it. But I took a test. You know, I fucking swabbed my brain and I didn't pop or anything. So. But yeah, no, I get that, dude. Like fucking eating and then just wanting to eat and put more food in your face because it makes you feel good, you know?
Yeah, and man, and I think like I don't know, man. It definitely wasn't. I wasn't worried about getting COVID because like I maintained like being pretty healthy and such. So like I wasn't worried about like even if I did get. I think you and I briefly talked about this. Like I wasn't too worried about. Like me and Jackson both were healthy. I was more worried about getting it, my grandma contracting it.
Yeah, because your grandma's like super anti-vax, right?
Yeah, well, my grandma's super anti like everything.
Your grandma's super anti-humanity.
Yeah, I love my grandma to death, but
she's a sweet lady. She's so fucking nice, dude. Like you could talk to her, and she's so nice. She'd be like, "You want some food? You want?" You can come over here and I'll, make you food and, are you comfortable? What do you need? I'll clean for you. What do you need? And then there's this other side of her. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like this other fucking side comes out and it's like, who are you? Like Kylie was so shocked.
She goes from cleaning and making sure you have a nice fluff pillow and a warm blanket to the government's boiling babies and
it's so sad because that's how those things get going. Like they take advantage of like I feel like trusting like gullible like older people, and like she's subscribed. For those of you that don't know, like Steven's grandmother is like legit subscribed to like QAnon newsletters, and I don't think she knows. I think she thinks they're like legit news sources, but they're like QAnon propaganda. So she actually thinks that Donald Trump is actively like putting on a Batman suit and fighting like pedophiles at night. Like that's what she thinks, and she thinks Donald Trump is out to like save the babies from the rich elite. She's trying to keep like Donald Trump's trying to keep fucking Bill Clinton from eating children. That's literally what she thinks, but she's like the sweetest lady ever. But she's
Yeah.
just been like fucking legit. Like those newsletters are batshit crazy. Like I've actually read a few of them out of just being curious, and
Yeah.
like they're legit, just like full on like it's like a cult kind of. Like they use a lot of language that like makes it seem legit, and it's for somebody that like maybe isn't up in like the times, I guess, or like technology, or maybe just more gullible older generation, you know what I mean, that trust news sources and don't realize that they're being scammed. It's like the same reason those like
Yeah.
phone calls are like, hey, what's your credit card number? Give us fucking Google gift cards. Like it's the same reason those
Well,
people get scammed.
well, dude, and it's sad too, man. Like, and I deal with it like, obviously for people that don't know, I'm a manager at Best Buy, so like I deal with it like on the daily with just technology in general. And it's a scary world we live in, and that's why when customers come in and they're like, "Oh, I'm anti Echo Dot because I don't want the government listening to me." Well, that's crazy because like if people wanted to get your information, like you're one email click away
Right,
from
right,
everything being exposed. And
right.
I told you about the one person trying to hack into my grandma's computer, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did. I think I do remember that.
Yeah.
Like they,
So like when she luckily once again
she's like on the phone with him, right? She gave him like
yeah,
remote access.
yeah, I love my grandma to death, but giving her technology scares me. But I walk in from the gym and she's on the phone with some dude from India trying to remote access into her computer. Says he works for Microsoft. So she knew that I was like there and I was getting flustered because I was like standing right next to her, like trying to see what he was trying to do. And finally, I just took the phone from her and started talking to him. And he was trying to remote access into her banking information and then wanted access into our IP address and stuff like that. And so I was like, whatever. I hurry up and I hung up on him. I deleted everything because she had downloaded a bunch of different softwares to allow him to get into her computer.
Yeah, I mean, she probably just
Um,
like downloaded fucking, you know.
yeah, and dude, but then she was like, "Well, I got scared because I went to go check my Huntington account and it popped up that there was over 1,000 viruses scanned on my computer from pornography." And I was like, "Grandma, I know this is about to sound weird, but are you looking up pornography?" And she's like, "Well, heavens no." And I was like, "So something popping up on your computer saying you have pornography on your computer. You're the only one that knows what's on your computer."
Grandma
And
knows what she's looking at. She
and
knows.
she ended up like showing me what it was that popped up. And I was like, "Grandma, like you see how it says like Microsoft right here?" And she was like, "Uh-huh." And I was like, "Look at the website. It doesn't say anything about Microsoft. There's no Microsoft stamp. It doesn't have you call Microsoft. You literally just clicked on a random link to call a random phone number." And so I was like, "Well, where's the root?" She's like, "Well, I just did what I normally do and I went to Google and I was trying to get in my Huntington account. So I went and looked at her Google search. She literally typed in Huntington Bank login, which obviously like on a Google for like a pop-up is gonna like trigger every
Yeah,
hacker
it's
known to
right,
mankind.
right.
And I just dude, and then my dad like also goes down the deep end. Like he calls me, he was like he he was like, I bro, he dead ass called me like 3 days later and he was like, I had my iPad there and did Apple Pay, so they clearly have access to my bank account. And I was like, Dad, that's not how it works. He's like,
No,
it is how it works. I was like, Dad, that's not how it
it's
works.
not.
He's like, how are you going to tell me? I was like, Dad, because like I know in this world, like technology is a scary thing, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Like I promise you, like they don't hack into your internet and then all of a sudden like they've got access to everything on your iPad and your bank accounts and your credit card information. And he was like, well, I saw a random 99-cent charge on my Apple Pay. And I was like, uh-huh. And you let my niece Kira always on your laptop and on your iPad and on your cell phone. She probably downloaded something. No, she would never do that. I was like, Dad, check your phone and check your recent purchases and give me a call back. Never called me back. That was the moment of defeat in my father's soul right there, is when he realized that his granddaughter charged 99 cents on some pony app and he wanted to try to accuse me and my router and hackers to why someone got 99 cents out of his bank account.
Oh, it was hackers. His niece hacked his shit.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
1000%. She's
get fucked.
yeah,
You
she
should
showed
know
him.
better than to give children anything. You should lock children in a dark closet and leave them there. Just don't give them anything. That's what we should have
Yeah,
done with Jackson. He would have turned out way better.
bro, you have no idea, dude. My man, he's going through this weird phase right now where like he's still into video games and sports and all stuff like that, dude. But like he's in like you can definitely tell puberty's hitting because like
Yeah.
he just randomly wants to fight everything. Like, dude, like, dude, I'm kidding you. I kid you not, dude. Like, if you follow my Snapchat, you would see like there'll be random moments where I'll be sitting on the bed or I'll be doing something, tying my shoe, and this dude comes out of nowhere and just tries to choke me out of nowhere,
He's just angry.
dude, just all the time. Well, because like he's been watching like mixed martial arts with me and boxing fights, and he's like into that stuff now too. So like, he thinks he's Khabib at all moments. Like, dude, like I can't put my guard down for a second because, dude, like he came through the other day and just cracked me right in the stomach. Like we had been roughhouse or whatever, so I didn't get too mad at him. But like I literally go to get a bottle of water and I come back in my room and he's hiding behind my door and dude, he hit me with the cleanest hook to the body. I was proud, but dude, like bro, my nutsack immediately just sucked into my stomach. Like I was in so much pain that my 10-year-old just like crippled me.
He beating kids up at school yet?
No. He's actually it was kind of funny at his first
Oh my
basketball game
fucking
on
god! I'm sorry.
has,
You might be able to hear a train. I'm sorry. It's literally 10:20 p.m. Some of you know this from fucking some of my like shit streams or podcasts or anything. I have trains that run 24 fucking hours a day, and you might be able to hear them. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please continue.
no, so he his first basketball game was on Sunday and his coach just keeps getting in his ass because he's like Jackson's not playing physical at all. Like he's terrified to foul kids. And I was like, son, you are too dead. Cause dude, like wait until you see him next. He just went to the pediatrician. He's shot up 4 inches in the last 6 months.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, dude, he weighs 130 pounds and I can't remember his exact height, but
6'8".
he's shot. Yeah, bro. Freaking Zion Williamson just like, but but dude, he's a big body, and the coach was like, "You're showing no effort," and Jackson like got like was emotional about it. He's like, "I don't get what he's meaning, Dad," and I was like, "Dude, because when you're on offense, you literally just stand there next to the guy guarding you. You don't move. You don't try to box him out. You don't try to put a body on him." And he was like, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" And I was like, well, "You see what like," and I was like just doing like role plays with him of like the dude getting low, and I was like, "Dude, smack his arm down. If the ref gives you a warning, smack it down again." I was like, "If you
Yeah.
don't have at least 2 to 3 fouls, you're not doing it right."
Yeah. I used
And
to
like,
hate when coaches did that shit to me though. I really did. Like, cause I was a soft kid too. Like I was in basketball and like around his age, and I was larger. And then like even up into like 8th grade, I was 6'2" in 8th grade. So everybody's like, "Holy shit! Like he's gonna fucking keep growing." I didn't. Shocker. But like I wasn't overly physical just because I didn't know. I wasn't aware of my body, and I know that sounds weird, but like I thought that like I was playing properly, but it was just because I wasn't aware of what I was doing. I was too concentrated on the other shit that was going on. Like, where's the
right,
ball at? Is
yeah.
somebody gonna throw it to me? What's everybody else doing? So I always hated it whenever coaches like, "You're not being physical enough." I was like, "I thought I was." Like, what are you talking? I thought I was playing right. What do you mean?
Well,
And then
so the
obviously you
thing,
get into high school and you realize it, but
yeah. Well, so what irritates me, and it's dude, it's all the freaking sports in that school district he's in now, man. Like, he's like Jackson, put in more effort. And I'm standing on the sidelines like, no shit, coach. Tell him what he has to put effort into. Coach
yeah.
this kid, man.
Is it just like a bunch of country bumpkin motherfuckers?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's the same coaches for every sport. Football, baseball,
Oh,
basketball. It's a group of dads,
yeah.
and they're nice guys and all, man. But like, coach, like, and
Right.
that's why like when he played football, I was like, coach, put a foot in my son's ass if he's being a shithead, being a bad teammate. Like, grab him by the face mask and just let into him. I was like, I get it, you can't do that with all kids, but do it for my son. Like, I'm giving you permission. Do it for my son.
Yeah, he
And
can't do
because
that though, because then there's gonna be some fucking sensitive ass mom or aunt see it and be like, "Oh my god, abusive dad, abusive coach," and then all of a sudden he's fucking fired, and and then before you know it, he's having to move out of state. You know the world.
yeah, dude, I get it. I just, man, it's frustrating though. Like, just that is the most like the weakest coaching strategies. Put in more effort, but I'm not going to tell you what to put effort into. but put
Yeah.
in effort. Just do more.
Yeah.
Like, what
Luckily
does that mean,
though,
coach? Like, just do more effort.
luckily though, at this age, the age that he's at, nothing he does matters. Like
Oh,
I know that's
1000%.
not like fun to hear because like
No,
you
one
want the
thousand
shit
percent.
like I know kids that legitimately didn't touch a sport until ninth grade and wound up going to like Division 1 colleges. Like it does not matter what they do at this age. Like I also had kids like the number one guy for the class that was in front of me, I think. The number one guy out of Arkansas was a guy named Aaron Ross. And he was the number one guy for sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, right? He was like 6'5", was like crazy athletic, just built out. And he still wound up to be like super fucking physical. And you guys can even Google this. I think he went to play at Texas Tech or something. But he was the number one guy in for like recruiting in Arkansas. And then he fell off so hard in college or in high school because the ranking didn't really matter. And then it turned out the motherfucker couldn't read. Like I'm not saying that to like be mean. He actually had somebody read his ACT to him, and like I
Jesus.
think he still wound up at like a 13 or something, and wound up going to like a junior college, and then transferred into I think it was Texas Tech. But yeah, he was supposed to be like the next big thing because of like in middle school and shit. Like he was the best, and like he was a good player. But then like everybody caught up to him in high school, and then on top of that, turns out that you need to be able to read. You need to be able to fucking function as an adult. Like you can't you can't like Forrest Gump your way through like all of life. You know what I mean? Like you can't just like
Right.
and
Forrest
that's
Gump your way through
I mean, and
life.
that's what it was though. You know what I mean? Like you can't like
Yeah.
accidentally wind up at like a good school and get through it. Like you can't. Very rarely do people end up like fucking. I mean, fuck, man. Even like Dennis Rodman's dumbass could read. Like you know what I mean? Like and he was
Right.
working at an airport or something,
Yeah. So
and
fun.
they recruited him from there. So like nothing he's doing now matters at all.
So side note, I used to have like an English teacher back in high school that used to hate Forrest Gump. I love Forrest Gump, by the way. Like it's probably, in my opinion, like one of my top 5 most watched movies in my entire life. So don't at me about that. I love Forrest Gump. But
Tom Hanks plays a very good dumb guy. I
yes,
think I don't know what it is, but it's like the facial expressions or something. He does a very good job.
but I know my English teacher hated it because of that exact reason. He's like, that whole movie makes it seem like you don't gotta work for anything. Like luck just happens and you're just here. Like
Yeah.
you meet the president out of luck, you survive wars out of luck. And he's
You
like,
go to Alabama and win national
yeah,
championships on
and
luck.
just by just running, like you're gonna become like a world known person from running and playing ping pong, and he's not good at anything but great at everything. Like it was just he's like it's just a terrible representation of America, and he's like, and that's why people look down upon us because like you got someone with all these issues and like they can be someone that's so monumental and so important, but yet it's just all by luck.
I
And
think
I don't
he's
know,
looking
dude.
at it the wrong way though, because I
Well,
think Forrest,
1000% he is,
yeah.
dude. Because like the more I watch it, like the more like inspirational it is. It's
So like people hate
it.
it. They really do though. Like people actually hate that movie. I love it. I grew up with it, even though I probably shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't be watching a movie about the Vietnam War and giving AIDS to somebody who can't consent to sex. Like he actually has an IQ of 70. I'm not sure he really understands what Jenny was doing. And she wound up, I mean, she gave him AIDS. Like there's no way around that, right? Like how much unprotected sex were they having? And she just, that's what she dies of. And so like there's a lot of like ableist people, you know what I mean, like those people that call
Right.
like ableism, they say like whenever you install stairs that you're being ableist and shit like that. I've been called an ableist because I don't put subtitles on my videos, like no shit. And like there's like this whole community of people that hate that movie because they're like, it is a misrepresentation of what we are capable of, and it's ridiculous. I even heard this one. It is ridiculous that a person, I don't even know how they worded it, but it was essentially they had a regular guy like Tom Hanks play the Forrest Gump, the character with the disability, with the developmental disability.
Yeah.
And
So that's
I don't know how you get there, but I heard that
yeah.
one too.
Well, so that's something that a lot of actors run into, right? Like you talk about like Leonardo DiCaprio and What's Eating Gilbert Grape and Sean Penn
And I Am
and I Am
Sam.
Sam,
Yeah.
dude, which another amazing movie.
I watched Tropic
Like what?
Thunder recently, or like 2 days ago, and Robert Downey Jr. that episode
Oh,
where
bro.
he's like,
What do
you
you
remember
mean,
Sean
you
Penn?
people? Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
he said you never go full.
Yep.
He said you remember Sean Penn and I Am Sam? He wasn't the same after that. He went full.
Yeah, dude, but I loved that movie, man. Like, I genuinely loved that movie. And What's Eating Gilbert Grape, not so much, but like just about anything else, like Leonardo DiCaprio, because Leo Leo went into the deep end in that movie.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it. It's
I
also a
didn't see
good
that
movie.
one.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but like it's not like the other two where like the main focus is someone that's got some like mental disabilities and stuff like that. Um, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, like he's not the main character, he's like a side character, but it's just like kind of important.
Right.
I don't even know how we got on that subject, but
Well, we were talking about Forrest
like
Gump,
basketball. Screw them coaches.
yeah.
They're not winning any championships. I promise you, Nick Saban's not watching your performances.
Yeah, it's just it's fucking kid sports, dude. Like those dads don't know what the fuck they're doing, and yeah, it just doesn't matter. Like, unfortunately, like you want it to matter, but like whenever he gets into high school,
It doesn't.
like, that'll be
Yeah.
more fun when he gets into high school.
Well, and you and I talked about it forever, man. Like it was something like me and Christy used to always talk about, which was like I don't care what he does until like late middle school, early high school, because like he's gonna change the things he wants to play. He wants to play with his friend, like play what his friends want to play. He's actually gonna take practices seriously. He's gonna take his like diet and stuff seriously. I was like, so until then, man, like let him have fun. Like let him
Or-
learn the fundamentals.
or he deals drugs.
Not
There's
a terrible idea.
Side note, he may
a
not
terrible
even
idea.
want to do sports. He could want to do drugs and deal drugs.
I see. I'm trying to understand your perspective here, but I'm going to say hard.
I'm trying to say that things could always be worse. That's what I'm trying to say.
But you're saying like things could always be worse by saying
things could always be worse, Steven. Your son could deal drugs. That's what I'm saying.
that was
Are you following me?
Yeah. So you're on like a 9 right now. I'm gonna need you to bring it down to like a 2.
I could give your son drugs and he could deal them for me. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Well, so thanks for the offer. Appreciate that. But I think
damn it, dude. How am I ever gonna get this business off the ground? I was really banking on him. Okay. I gotta be able to reach the Columbus market. I can't reach or fucking wherever the fuck.
Yeah, no one suspects the 5'3", 130-pound 10-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. There was a kid. I was telling Kylie about this the other day. There was a guy at my school that got his wisdom teeth out, and instead of taking his pain medication, he was such a Chad that he made it on Tylenol and just sold all of his hydros that he got for his wisdom teeth surgery. He was selling them $20 a pill.
Hey,
that's good
hustle,
business,
man. I respect the hustle.
That's good business. That's what I'm trying to bring your family. You were talking earlier about generational wealth. I'm trying to set you up with it. I'm trying to give you an in.
Right. So hear me out here. So we take all the risks. You get all the money, and you just cut us a piece of it.
You get some of the money. I don't get all of the money. Look, and besides, I have overhead here, okay? I have to secure the drugs, okay, first of all.
Okay.
I have to then ship the drugs to you. I got to get it out, you know what I mean?
Yep. No, makes sense.
And then I have to make sure that that people don't get caught. Okay? I'm taking a lot of the risk here in just setting it up the business. Do you have any idea how painful it is for me to be a millionaire? Do you have any idea how awful it's going to be for me to be sitting in some high rise like Scarface with a mountain of cocaine, and I still have to have children deal my drugs? Do you know how embarrassing that is for me?
So what's the benefits package like? Is there like a 401k, tuition reimbursement?
You get to deal drugs. That's the benefits package. What do you mean?
So
out of a survey done at 100 elementary schools, okay, 86% of all the students said that they wanted to be a professional athlete, but the other 5% said they wanted to be a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And then the other 9% said that they wanted to be a YouTuber. so he
Yep.
could
So
vlog it at the same time.
so that all makes great sense, but like 70% of all middle schoolers also still pick their nose, and 30% of those still probably get poop on their finger when they're wiping their butt.
Well,
So
I was talking about elementary
I don't
schoolers. We weren't
know.
even at middle school yet.
I don't know if that's the survey pool you really wanna pull
Okay.
from.
You know what? Fine, dude. Just leave good offers on the table.
I
I'll find
understand.
somebody to do it.
I understand life was difficult in daycare. Um,
Shut the fuck up. You don't know what my life was like at daycare. This is about you and your business opportunities that you're throwing away. Yeah, you just pissed it all away with that little daycare comment. Fuck
just,
you. I cut
just
you in on nothing.
brought back some old trauma there, did I?
Yeah,
Lance in the rain, standing outside waiting.
no, my
No one
daycare
coming.
experience. my daycare experience was me playing N64 by myself until about 8 o'clock. So yeah, I had a pretty rough one. That was my daycare experience.
Yeah, I know, because the Nintendo 64 was trash.
Oh, dude, it was great. Diddy Kong Racing.
No, definitely trash.
No, Diddy Kong Racing is so good. What the fuck?
Diddy Kong Racing is good, I will admit that, but the whole N64 trash.
Oh, I love the N64.
I will take it to the grave. The N64 is one of the most overhyped consoles ever.
I will agree with that. One of the most overhyped, but I think the reason why it gets so much love is because you have things like Mario 64, classic. You have things like Diddy Kong Racing. You have the Mario Karts on there were really fucking good. You have GoldenEye, which respectively GoldenEye wasn't that great of a game, but it was cool for a shooter. You had 1080 snowboarding. That was a cool one. But I do agree. I think it was a little overhyped because I don't think there was as many good games as what people think. People remember it as like a nostalgia trip, right? And it
That's
was
what I
the
was about to say,
first
like,
one to really do the big like 3D graphics. You remember that? Like it was like the
yeah.
first one to really do that. But yeah, people are remembering it. Like Super Smash Brothers, that's an amazing one, right? But people remember it fondly, but it wasn't as good, I
So,
think.
like, hear me out. Hear me out. Nostalgia is a
It's a
crazy
bitch.
drug.
It's a
Like,
bitch.
so, and this is why, and I say this like I had Nintendo 64, but I had Nintendo 64 and a PlayStation, right?
Oh yeah.
So, like, I despise the N64 so much that I actually sold it to a buddy of mine up the road for
Yeah.
40 holographic Pokemon cards. That's how trash that console was. I would have gotten at least 50 for the PlayStation. All right,
And you don't even
like
have the
that's all I'm saying.
fucking Pokemon cards anymore.
That's big facts, and I die inside
He,
every time I think about it. Like, do you realize how many holographic first
yeah.
edition Charizards I had, dude?
Well, I was gonna say, fuck around. You may have sold the most expensive N64 in history, depending on what cards you got for that. You may
Yeah,
have been like you're talking tens of thousands of dollars if it was
yeah.
way back then. Yeah.
But so like, but I sit there and think about it, man. Like, the people who rate the Nintendo 64 now, right, is people between 28 to 45, right? These are the people that do the columnists. They're the ones that shoot all the like the YouTube videos, like rating consoles, and they talk about it. They do reviews on it. That's their childhood. But if you go back and play those games now, they don't hold up to the test of time. I would say a couple of the ones you listed does, right? Like I think
Yeah,
of
there's like 10, like Mario
Mario
Party.
64, Mario Party, Diddy Kong Racing. It was funny, the completionist. I don't know if you ever watch him, but he actually just did a completionist video about Diddy Kong Racing and how it's better than Mario Kart.
Yeah, it is. They should have done that series more, but fucking what was it? Rare, the people that had the rights to Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's another great one, but you had to have the pack. You remember? You had to have the red
Yeah.
expansion pack shit to expand the RAM. It was like a RAM slot thing for Donkey Kong.
And like I just I don't know, man. Like I think of the PlayStation, right? And I can name off more iconic games that still to this day hold up the test of the time over the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I mean definitely. I mean it just
Like you're talking about like freaking Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Final Fantasy.
well, they released Resident Evil on the N64 because I remember because I played it. It was kind of weird though. It was really weird.
It was trash, is what you meant to say. That's it was trash, like complete trash, and it was released first on PlayStation.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Like it
I think
also
was
released
Resident
on
Evil.
PC, but like,
Yeah,
did it really though?
yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Like, But it and that's just what it was, man. Like, and don't get me wrong, and I think it's kind of like an oxymoron, right? But like, it's part of the reason I think that Nintendo has had its long term success that it has is their games and the consoles are never really that good, right? But they do such a great job in like the 3 to 5 different like brands, and they run with it, bro.
Well, they crushed mobile
Pokemon,
gaming.
Mario, like dude, they run with those a couple series, and the games don't even have to be that good, and they'll still sell. They'll sell crazy amounts of copies. And guess what? People will critique it. Like, dude, I don't give a shit what anybody says. Pokemon hasn't been good since
No.
like
Yeah.
Gold,
Yeah.
right?
Pokemon's
But
ass. Yeah.
people keep buying it over and over and over again. They critique it. They put out a new game that's the exact same thing, the exact same like you walk here, oh, this butterfly pops up, throw balls at its face.
Yeah.
Hopefully you catch it, maybe you won't. Get some badges. Like it's the same game over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But like people buy it. People
Yeah.
always buy it.
Well, Mario's are
And
always historically good. Pretty much every Mario game, in my opinion, is pretty fucking solid.
yeah.
There's a couple of them that aren't as good as other ones, but other ones are fantastic. And then
Oh.
you have like shit like Zelda is always good. Like they have like those their main ones are always really good. Like the Donkey Kongs too. Like Donkey Kong fucking what's that new one? The freeze one. That one's super good. It's fun. It's
So hear
different.
me out. Hear me out. Right? You listening?
Yeah.
I would also say the majority of Mario's games are trash as well. So like
You don't like the Mario games,
we
really?
can we can get on that in a hot debate. There's not good. Like
Really?
you guys
You didn't like
you gotta,
Odyssey with the hat
you
mechanics and shit?
that no. So like I'm talking about the majority of the Mario games, right? Like when you just sat there and said like the majority of Mario's games are good. I would
Yeah, I think they're good.
1000% disagree with that. I would say you've got like legitimately like cool. Like the very first time Mario ever came in, Donkey Kong, that's not a Mario game. That's just like Jumpman, but it's apparently like you just stamped Mario on it 20 years later. Like, oh, Mario, that was the first time he ever came in. Trash. But like Mario Bros, I'll give you that. Mario
As I
Bros.
say,
1.
original Super Mario
Yep.
Brothers. Super
Yep.
Mario
So
Brothers
so
2 was very good.
hold on. So Mario Brothers was good. Mario Brothers 3 was good. 2 was trash.
2 was
3
great.
3
What?
3 is good, right? And then I agree with you. Then you get Super Mario Brothers. But then I think after that, man, like it was trash. Like I'm literally looking through the list right now of like the Mario games. Like Super Mario Bros. 2, trash.
It was good.
Uh,
It was
it was
good.
trash, dude. Have you ever watched the story behind it? It wasn't even a Mario game.
I don't need
It
the
was
story. I'm
it
talking
was a
about the gameplay.
it was a completely separate game, and they just stamped Mario skins on it to get a release out.
Yeah, and it was great. It was
But
fun. You're a
so
little plumber. You're a little Italian man going around jumping on people. In reality, it's a little racist. You're a little white Italian dude going around jumping on brown people. But that is beside the point. Okay,
I'm
we're
telling
not
you, bro,
talking
like
about that.
Mario is overrated. So
Mario is good.
you have Mario 1, you have Mario Bros 3, Super Mario World, which is the first game I ever played. Like Lil Steven, like the very first game I ever played. That game still to this day holds the test of time, and I would still go back and play it and have a fantastic time. That game was good. But
Yeah.
then cool. Like so from that, then it's just a bunch of recycled games.
Yeah.
Super Mario All Stars, Yoshi Safari, because it's so lame that you got to take a character out of Mario, but like it's not even a Mario game. And then you literally don't get a good Mario game up until Super Mario 64. And I agree with you, Super Mario 64 is a good game. So cool, we're on what? Three
It's a-
Mario games,
it's a
4 Mario
great-
games?
Great game.
Yes,
great
like
game.
Super Mario 64 was good. Actually, no, I
Great.
take that back. So Mario Kart was also good, and I would say Mario Kart 64 was also good.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
then past that, like they're not really Mario games. Super Smash Bros. Mario's in it. I'll give you Mario Party. Like that was a good game too. But then past that, it's just the same Mario Party over and over and over again. Then you've got,
Yeah, but what about their like recent ones?
but dude, I didn't like what was it? Super Mario Sunshine? Is that what it was?
Super
I
Mario
didn't think that.
Sunshine's. Dude, you stop that. That was a
I didn't think.
fucking. Oh my god.
I didn't think. I didn't
Oh my
think.
god. Gonna say Super Mario Sunshine is
No,
not good.
I didn't like Super Mario Sunshine. I didn't like Super Mario Galaxy. I didn't like any of that shit. Like,
Okay,
but I will give you, Odyssey was good. Mario Maker was good. Um, what
I
else?
think Super Mario Sunshine is a treasure of a game, and it took a risk, and it's something very different, and I think it's very good. And Super Mario Galaxies, I've never even fucking played. I don't know anything
I'm
about
just
that
telling you,
goddamn game.
they're overrated, bro. They're overrated.
The
Mario
Final
vs.
Fantasy
Rabbids.
fan is calling Mario overrated.
Mario
Ah!
Mario plus Rabbids,
Oh
trash.
yeah, well you don't have to. Come on, that was like a fucking turn-based like XCOM game, right? That was fucking.
But
That was a Ubisoft title. You can't
so,
include that.
but I will give you that Super Mario Odyssey was very good. That was probably the one game that like Jackson played so much of, and then you also had the other one that was fun, the Super Mario 3D World. That was pretty good. So cool. Less than 10
Yeah.
Mario games. Less than 10 Mario games, I think, were actually as good as advertised.
Well, I was gonna say. So people talk about them and make them better than they are, but if I were to like look at any series that has been coming out for like 30 goddamn years, I could probably find some flaws with it.
I'll scratch
But
that. I take that back. Super Mario RPG was pretty good too.
I never played that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. But like Mario Paint, what's up, dude? That game trash.
Oh,
Complete trash.
the paper Marios are good.
Yeah, Mario Clash, trash.
I
Dr.
don't
Mario,
even.
trash. Mario
But,
Tennis, trash. Luigi's Mansion,
oh,
trash.
Mario Tennis was great. Come on.
Trash.
No, it's great.
I,
Dude, all
I
these
didn't
games are good. Not actually half of them. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Is it Super
so,
Mario Clash? What the fuck is that?
yeah, it was for the freaking Virtual Boy, dude. Like you just throw Mario and everything, and like it
What's a
had to
virtual?
have sold
What?
pretty well.
I'm a
No,
fucking. I feel like I'm a zoomer. Explain a virtual boy like I'm a zoomer.
it was literally so think Oculus Quest back in the 90s.
Oh, that's why. Oh, fuck that game. That game doesn't count.
Um,
There are games that don't
but
count.
so this is my philosophy on Mario. Overrated, but I do think when you rank gaming, right? If you were to sit there and say, Steven, name like the 10 most influential and important gaming, either characters, games, whatever of all time, like Mario's definitely number one.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah,
Like
definitely. I'd
so
put it up
Mario,
there.
because
Yeah.
like I said, and once again, I think of our childhood, right? I think of my son's childhood, even like
Yeah.
Mario over. When was the very first Mario game? So Mario first appeared back in 1981 till today. Like Mario is the first game kids play over generations.
Yeah. I mean, and that's yeah. But I don't think.
I still
I
overrated them.
don't think they're as. I don't think they're as good as some people make them out to be, but they're still very good. Still quality games.
Well, I never said they were bad games. But like the argument that started this whole thing, right, was you said most Mario games are good, and I said I
They
disagree
are.
with that.
You want to
I
look at
one
you wanted to look up the definition of most and then count.
1,000. We can 1,000% do that. There's
Wait,
like
wait,
100
hold on.
Mario games, bro.
I was gonna say,
There's
hold on.
100 Mario games.
Hold
And I
on.
literally listed 10. that I
Hold
would sit
on.
there-
How many Mario games are you pulling up that are like fucking Japan only released like
Is it not a
weird
Mario game?
shit?
Is it not a Mario game?
Okay.
Mario Bros 2 was that though, and you thought Mario Bros 2 was awesome.
Mario Bros 2 is a good game. It was
No,
like the
it's
first game you
not,
could pick shit
bro.
up. You could
Oh
like
my
actually
God.
pick up things. Oh my
was
god, there's
trash.
so many. What the fuck is Super Mario Run? Is that
Yeah,
like a mobile
I
game?
told you.
What
I
is
told
this?
you.
What is
Bro,
this?
hold on, I'll wait.
Mario
I'm gonna let you view it.
Artist?
Yep, I'm gonna let you read it for a little bit. And what I said was factual. The
Oh my
majority of Mario
God.
games were trash. But
Yeah.
you take a character and the
Wow.
branding of it, and you just slap it on anything, and they're gonna make some money.
Well, I know, but like
Don't
I
defend
mean,
them.
come
Do not,
on.
do not, do not
I
defend
don't
that
I
level
don't
of
like
capitalism.
Nintendo. I don't like
Like,
Nintendo. I think that
eh,
their business practices suck. I think them as a company suck. I think it's ludicrous that they're still selling Mario game. They're still selling Mario Odyssey for 50, $60 4 years after release. I hate their fucking their marketing. I hate their company. And that's honest to God why I don't have a Switch right now. But I am going to say that like I had no idea that there was this many Mario games, but I still maintain that the Mario games that count are very good.
no, because the reason why you say the reason, like the Mario games that count, is because it's only the Mario games that you remember.
It's
It's
only
only the
it's,
Mario games that you can think about. There's so many different games that have to do with Mario that just die on like arrival.
I mean,
Yeah, bro, you're sounding like a
they
real
gotta
Twitch
build out
fanboy
the
right
they
now.
gotta build
You're
out the
you're sounding,
lore.
yeah, okay. You're sounding like a real Twitch fanboy right now, and you're
They
you're
gotta build
disappointing me.
out the lore, okay? They gotta build out the lore somehow. It's like fucking Marvel releasing
Build out the lore. There is no
movies.
lore. There's no lore to
Yeah,
Mario. What
no,
are you talking about?
yeah, dude, they gotta
Oh
build it
my
out. They gotta build
god.
out the characters.
Oh my god.
They gotta build it out, bro. That's why there's 900 superhero movies that nobody fucking
Bro,
cares about too.
explain to me the lore of Mario.
He's a little Italian guy with a brother, and they're voiced by fucking Chris Pratt and Charlie Day, and they run around and they fight Donkey Kong, and it was voiced by Seth Rogen, and they spit fire at people.
I would definitely pay to see that movie, by the way. Everything you're explaining, I would pay to see that.
Well, that's a real thing. Did you see that shit?
Like the new Mario movie that's supposed to be coming out?
Yeah, all
Yeah.
those are the actual people that are voiced.
Oh damn, look at you knowing shit.
Yeah. No, they got like everybody in that. They even got Sebastian Maniscalco to voice a character, and he's like one of the
Bro,
biggest comics in the world right now.
maybe I'm the problem, dude. Like I'm looking at this this website that's like listing off the top Mario games of all time. Like I agree, Odyssey is probably up there in top three. Super Mario World definitely top three. But I didn't like Mario Galaxy, and it's number three. I didn't like it.
I never even played
Mario Maker was good, but like Super Mario Galaxy 2, didn't like it. You know what? I take that back. I'm starting to feel like I'm taking a lot of my hatred out of those middle Mario games, like Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, and the fact that like I didn't like the Wii. Didn't like the Wii, wasn't a big fan of the GameCube.
Oh, that's your
Um,
problem. Sunshine was a
yeah,
GameCube
so
game, and you really
that's
missed out.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like I wasn't a big fan of those consoles, so maybe that's where a lot of my hatred for those games come from.
Oh, GameCube's so good.
GameCube wasn't that good. GameCube was pretty
Oh,
overrated.
brother,
GameCube was pretty overrated.
it was something. Let me tell you, I love the fucking GameCube. Those little tiny discs,
Not
I
saying
loved
it was
it.
bad, but it was overrated.
My dick could fit in the little hole for the tiny discs. It was awesome. That was a fun time in my life.
So we went there. Okay.
Yeah.
Only took about 50 minutes for the day to start.
I'm serious though. You never fucked your video games?
I'm 1000% positive that's never happened.
What do you mean, dude? My first copy of Oblivion came everywhere. Covered the room.
I don't know how to respond to this.
I'm just letting you know, dude. Flat out. You ever played fucking god damn it, what was that fighting game? Was it Dead or Alive that had all the big titty characters
Yes.
like flopping everywhere? Yeah.
Yes.
Had the mommy milkers literally covering half the screen. Oh yeah. That was the way to go. 100%.
This went from Mario to mommy milkers, so like new subjects in hand.
Yeah, no. So since we are on new subjects, I actually have a couple of things that I did want to get your opinion on, just strictly based off of like how you feel YouTube covering up dislikes. How do you feel about that? Did you notice it? Did you pay attention to it at all?
No, I knew of it, right?
So
Paid
go to a
attention
YouTube
to it,
video.
no.
Pull up
Yeah.
any YouTube video. You cannot see how many dislikes there are. There's still a dislike button, but you cannot see them. The only people that can see them is a creator that goes to the actual page, or like goes to their stats.
So I have a love-hate thing with that thought process, right?
Okay.
I love it in the sense of it gets rid of the whole cancel culture thing that like everything's gone. There could be something that's legitimately really, really good, but would get spammed with dislikes due to whatever reason, whether it's
So
a
like YouTube Rewind, for example, it's got like a 90% dislike ratio.
correct, but like it's a meme at this point,
Yeah.
right? It's like people dislike it to meme it, not because of the actual quality of it. Or maybe they don't even see it, right?
It was pretty bad, but I
But I
agree.
like it in the sense of, sorry, I dislike it in the sense of it falls in line with, I think just as a society and as a people as a whole, we've grown to be very soft,
I'd
right?
agree.
We hear a dislike or I don't like what you did, and it's oh man, like you don't like me, oh no, oh man, like
My
and it just it
ancestors used to hunt mammoths with sticks, and I like hurt my hand trying to open a pickle jar the other day. I'd
yeah,
agree with that.
so like, but that's what I hate, right? Is like I understand it in the sense of like why people do it because the bully culture stuff like that. But then on the flip side of it, I'm like, bro, it's a website and a dislike. It's a thumbs down button that doesn't mean anything, right? Where I will say it means a lot. So like where I don't like it necessarily is because it can control a lot of the algorithm. But let's call it what it is, dude. YouTube's gonna put the top 10 to what they want it to be. Those algorithms don't mean anything for what YouTube actually wants on their homepage. Likes,
Yeah.
dislikes, comments, none of that matters. I firmly believe that. So
Yeah,
like
I
if
mean,
there's
I've got videos that like won't get recommended or get recommended less, and I've got a few videos that have three times they'll have like over 500 likes and they have 0 dislikes and like 80 comments, and it's not like it's getting recommended any more
yeah,
than any of my other
well
videos. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like the people that are like, oh, I dislike that because it messes with the algorithms and like things are that are gonna be really really bad and people are not gonna know. It's like me personally, I've been watching YouTube since its creation. I never paid attention to likes and dislikes. I never did. That's me specifically, but I don't know very many people that are like, oh, that's got a lot of dislikes. I'm not gonna click on that.
So I did. I would look at likes and dislikes not in a sense of is like for my own weird, like it wasn't like, oh, let's see this person, see their dislike to like ratio. I would look at it a lot for validation on how accurate the information is. So like I use YouTube for everything. I use YouTube for cooking recipes. I use YouTube for whenever I fix the fucking brakes on our Jeep, I used fucking YouTube for that. I used a channel called Chris Fix, and he's a fucking the banging YouTube channel. It made a lot of Dumbo like me to learn how to change brakes. But like I also look at like tutorials and shit, and there'll be like a fuckload of dislikes because it doesn't work.
So,
Um,
but
and
yes, but
I
did you
also
pay attention to
think,
that like 5 years ago?
yeah, because I was
So that
still
1000%. I agree with it 5 years ago. Today
well, no,
on
I
YouTube,
I do
no.
it today too. Yeah, yeah, because it also is the only system in place that allows people to accurately rate content. And what I mean by that is like whenever fucking Netflix, for example, got rid of stars. You remember how Netflix used to have fucking star ratings because you could leave reviews on
Yeah.
shows and movies and shit? When they
Yep.
got rid of that, bro, I used to look at that all the time. I still look at it on Amazon Prime and shit. I'll be like, dude, this movie looks good. It's 2.5 stars though. Uh,
That makes sense. And I didn't look at it like
maybe
that.
maybe
I do
don't
the
let me
same.
waste my time with this. Maybe let me
Yep.
come over here and try something that's maybe it doesn't, maybe it's something I never heard of, but it's got 4 stars. Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah, why not? I'll fucking check it. It's got 2,000 reviews at 4 stars. It took away the only way for people. It took the power out of the viewer to accurately rate content. Like somebody like me, for example, I don't have a problem with dislikes. The most dislikes I have on a video is like 4. And it was probably because I was making fun of somebody's streamer, but on the like somebody's favorite streamer, but on the you know the flip side of that, I also on that same video I think have like 600 likes. I have like a 98% plus dislike to like ratio. Like it's my likes to dislikes don't matter because people love my shit. And I hate the fact now that there are huge dildos on the fucking platform that are they're shitbags. They're total shitbags. And to be honest, bro, I didn't have a problem with dislike bombing people that were like fucking pedophiles that were making YouTube videos.
Yeah,
right?
but like that's
I
different.
didn't
Right?
have
There's always
problems.
gonna
I know,
be
but
yeah.
like I didn't have problems with that. I didn't have problems
Yeah.
with people that were like animal abusers on the platform, like getting dislike bombed. Like, dude, I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah. No, I didn't look at it from that perspective. But to me, man, like I don't know. When it comes to YouTube, I never paid attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
But when
No,
when you mentioned like when you mentioned Netflix and uh Amazon reviews, shit, like even Best Buy reviews, like when I'm gonna
yeah.
go like look at TV products, I'm like, oh dude, that one's got 3 stars. Like I'm definitely gonna stay away from that. Like um so from that perspective, I definitely understand it. I just think it's I
I
don't know, man.
yeah.
I think it's too manipulated anymore.
I think it can be manipulated, and I think a lot of people buy reviews. I think a lot of companies buy reviews. I think
Yeah.
even a lot of YouTubers. I think there were YouTubers that were like botting essentially to try to even out if they were getting heavy dislikes to likes. Then they would try to like kind of boost it a little bit. But I think that one, it does more good than harm. I think that changing something about that's instrumental in my opinion to the platform. It's not going to kill the platform, but it is a huge way to validate what's bullshit on your platform. It is a huge way to validate whether something, in my opinion, is worth fucking looking at. And to change that based on a few cases, like let's be honest here, like less than 1% of people are getting dislike bombed. Let's just fucking call it what it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Less than 1% on the whole fucking platform. Like you can't change that just to try to be like, a couple of bad things have happened, maybe. But like you said, the fucking likes and dislikes don't really affect the algorithm all that much. And I think it's weird. I do. I think it's weird to hide something because if people don't like something, if people think it's shit, if somebody is talking pure bullshit, then I think that maybe people should be able to leave a dislike. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like I think you should be able to.
did they come out and say why they did it? I guess like my
Um,
my opinion on it would be a big deciding factor of the why behind it.
Honestly, I have no idea. You could probably fucking find an article on it or something, but it's like they're hiding it. I don't know. I don't know who it's making feel better, to be honest.
Like, and
Um,
that's I guess like because our stances were so polar opposite, right? But like it just depends on what they said, right? If they come out and say they got rid of it because of bully culture and cancel culture, like then it's like it goes along with what I'm saying, right? Like quit being so damn soft and like quit trying to control everything that way. But if it comes out and be like, oh, it wasn't like influential, it wasn't important, it wasn't this, it wasn't that, that's why we did it, like it goes with what you kind of what you're saying of like what like well, then why change it? Why are you changing something so
I
impactful
so you want
on
my honest reason as to why I think without like this is me reading between the lines and thinking about something kind of past what they're thinking. I think that one, official YouTube videos are so universally hated. Like I said, YouTube Rewind is one of the most disliked videos
Yep.
in history.
Yep.
And that's an official YouTube sponsored video. You fucking hide that and people are like, oh yeah, this video is so great. Look at it. Oh yeah, what, they got fucking Will Smith? Oh my god, he's looking through the telescope. Wow, okay, yeah. It shifts perspective and it shifts things and it protects large entertainment companies such as YouTube,
1000%. Yep.
such as other companies, whether it's a movie trailer, whatever it is. YouTube can be like, yeah, okay, you know what? We'll promote your fucking movie trailer. It's not going to get a lot of dislikes no matter how garbage it is or no matter how, because some people will dislike something on principle. Some people will dislike something like, let's say a movie trailer. Let's stay on that fucking topic. Some people will dislike a movie trailer because they cast somebody who was doing some awful shit in real life, like they were doing fucking I don't know, somebody fucking Juicy what the fuck is his name, Jesse Smollett. I said Juicy because fucking Dave Chappelle's special, but Jesse Smollett, the guy from Empire,
Yeah.
that you like that show, the guy that got jumped, supposedly quote unquote got jumped by two white dudes in MAGA hats and it turned
Right.
out that it wasn't at all, and he was just a huge fucking liar, and like none of the shit happened and stuff like that. Like if he came out with a movie trailer and he's the main fucking character, people would dislike that video because he's a piece of shit, because he's trying to incite fucking civil unrest based on fucking race and shit. And it turns out that he just like orchestrated the whole thing, and he wanted attention and shit like that. So people would dislike it, which would immediately, in all, you know, in all honesty, it would hurt the advertisement of that film. YouTube removing the dislikes or hiding them immediately takes away any bad press for entertainment purposes and advertising purposes on the platform. That's what I think.
Yep. No, that does make sense. Like I just like, cause I click on, dude, like I just go to trending, right? Like
I was like, you're a surfer. You're all over YouTube.
yeah, but like I watch what I like to watch. I'm not good with allowing new stuff to come in.
Don't like change.
I don't. I like what I like, and like, dude, literally. So if you go to my freaking, this is a side step, but like, literally, most of the stuff I watch is Comedy Central skits, Key and Peele, Workaholics, like just the shows I used to like, and it's just like those little tiny snippets and highlights of those. I watch Watch Mojo. I've been on some weird A&E kick, dude, like watching like 60 Days In and just like those type of videos. You've
always liked like prison shit too, for some reason. It's probably because you've been a couple of times.
Good Mythical Morning. I watch a lot of Good Mythical Morning.
They're great.
And then your random like Maximilian dude, if he's doing something I like, I watch it.
I love his shit too.
Yeah, it's a lot of gaming content stuff. So like if it's nothing related to that, I don't really care, right? Like I don't use YouTube for your traditional what people use YouTube for. Like maybe the occasional movie trailer, maybe, but most of that stuff I'll see on Facebook or Twitter. Like I don't go to YouTube to find that.
Right.
But you go to the trending, right? And where you see is you see big business advertising and kids. Yeah. That's the two things you see on the trending. Like when you go down, right? I don't even know who this is. It's Grupo Firme and Maluma Cada Quien is a music video. NBA Youngboy music video.
NBA Youngboy.
You have a
Youngboy better.
A Minecraft video.
Of course.
Another music video.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. YouTube
like
removed any criticism about their advertisements.
Correct. And from that perspective, like cool. Like if I'm looking for a song, like dislikes on a song would be a massive deal.
Yeah.
Right. Think about that. When we were growing up, remember that song Friday?
I was singing that shit fucking all day. This last Friday, I was like, fucking Friday. And now I just like change the words to like I'm getting butt fucked. You know, I just like sing. But shit
then
like that.
So then I look at like things that I believe should be on the trending page, right? Like I don't know if you heard did you hear about the whole Nick Cannon stuff.
Yeah, that was super with his sad.
Like something like that makes sense to be on the trending page, right? Like people are trying to look into like what actually happened, the message that he had. Like that to me makes sense to have up there, right?
Yeah.
But that would be to me, right? Is where like say people were to go just spam dislikes on that, just piece of shit people, just to spam dislikes on that just to do it.
Yeah.
Right. But from the algorithm sense, that would hurt the algorithm. It should take it down. Like whenever I think that's a video that makes sense to be on there, right?
Right.
Oversimplify, which is that show that Jackson remember we like watched for like 6 hours at you and Kylie's place. Yeah. So that's his new video is up on the trending page. Dude Perfect, which I love Dude Perfect. Like I think they deserve to be on anything trending. I think they're a little bit like played out now, but like I love Dude Perfect. But that's what you see, man. It's kids or advertising.
Yeah.
You have the Matrix trailer that just came out. You have the LOL network with Kevin Hart and the I asked the coldest ball skit. Like I like Kevin Hart, don't get me wrong, but like
his shit sucks now. I do not feel bad about saying that at all.
To me, like does Kevin Hart need YouTube? I don't think so. Like leave the trending page for people that need that shit. You know what I mean?
He's a business guy and he's trying to take advantage of everything that he possibly can, and like he like sells vitamins now or some shit. Like he started his own heartbeat productions company, and like he's trying to do what Adam Sandler did kind of with Madison Productions.
Yeah.
And he's trying to do stuff like that. Now I will say his new Netflix shit, that True Story thing, people said was really good. I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch
Yeah, I
it.
heard that was really good too. Right, but I think of like something like this, right? And this is nothing against the creator of it, but to me does not deserve to be on the trending page. When you look at views, when you look at how long it's been since he uploaded it, doesn't make sense. Casey Neistat is on the trending
Oh,
page with
yeah.
600,000 views, and it was uploaded over a day ago.
Yeah,
Why is that on the trending page?
Well, they pick favorites. Everybody's kind of known that.
But that's
Like,
what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, so I don't think that dislikes. I don't think that makes a difference. Like, so
yeah,
if the excuse of YouTube is, oh, it messes with algorithms, no, because you're gonna put who you want up there, right?
yeah.
Like, I think of someone like Dude Perfect, say they are actually trending, YouTube will be so much more likely to put them on the homepage because Dude Perfect is a good image. Kids can watch it, families can watch it,
Yeah.
teen, like everybody can watch Dude Perfect and see like value out of that, and they're very marketable, right?
Yeah.
They're good face for YouTube. And then some of these other channels that you look at, like the same exact thing. Like they allow people to pick and choose. But say cool, say you have a skit, right, that blows up out of nowhere, right? You get 1 million views within your first day.
10 million views.
You would never be on trending page.
No, I say fuck too much.
Like, but you see what I'm saying? Like, you would never be on there, and that's what the trending page it was initially when YouTube was first around. That's what it was built for. Like people like
Yeah.
Philip DeFranco, Good Mythical Morning, Ray William Johnson, um, I don't even I can't remember his name, dude. Like there used to be a lot like Shay Carl and the Shay Tards and stuff like that. Like they made their building of YouTube off the trending page because they actually did something that deserved to be on the trending page, and there was an algorithm that said, "Hey, this person's picking up steams because of their comments, their likes, their watch time, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like they deserve to be on the trending page." Now it doesn't matter.
No, I definitely don't think it matters nearly as much. And like trending doesn't matter really anymore either. I think like somebody did like a it was like an experiment essentially, and it was like comparing like when their videos got on trending versus not on trending, and like there was only a 2% difference like in views on average, in their views when they were on or off, because the trending page isn't what it used to be. Like used to, when you got on the trending page, now it's more like a badge of honor, like, oh dude, I got a video on the trending page. Like used to, I remember when it first came out, everything that was trending was the only thing that people would see. So like in your sidebar, whenever it used to be like spammed with fucking late night television. Remember that shit? It was fucking the Jimmys, Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel, just constantly, because they were getting put on the trending page, and then it was the only way videos were getting recommended. But that was also during the time of like the adpocalypse, whenever those media outlets were writing about PewDiePie being like a Nazi.
Yep.
Like, and it like killed ad revenue and shit. So like that's what the trending page used to be, was like if you got on the trending page, bro, like your video was going to bang, like it was going to be everywhere.
Correct.
Now it's like it's on the trending page. I mean, that's
well, dude, just look at it though, right? Like YouTube, because of the backlash they've gotten, you don't see Logan Paul on trending anymore. You don't see Jake or Logan on trending page. You don't see PewDiePie, right? But these are some of the people with the biggest fan bases that pull the biggest, like, they pull the biggest numbers, which don't get me wrong, I'd prefer not to see them on trending page. I think the trending page should, at some point, like, and maybe it's, I don't understand because I've never been to that level, right? Because I know there's certain like people like Philip DeFranco used to always talk about, like, he hated the fact that like he would always try to do these things to get on the trending page because like exactly what you said, that was big for your video, and if you didn't make it, like that was harmful to your business. But like to a certain degree, you get so large with so many subscribers that like they're gonna come look for your stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like, and it's maybe I have that mindset because dude, I don't subscribe but to maybe 20 different channels. So like I'm not one of those people with 200 channels subscribed to. So like the ones that are, hey, you should look at this. Like I don't look at that, right?
Yeah.
But like PewDiePie and like Watch Mojo, I don't know why Watch Mojo would ever be on the trending page, dude, because they put out a video. They put out 8 videos a day.
Yeah.
And they all get like 100,000 views within the first hour, right? Like, they don't need a trending page. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just it's always been weird, like when I've looked at it, because I think the trending page, and same thing with Twitch. It's literally any platform. I think the homepage should be meant for how do we grow smaller brands? Because ultimately, growing those smaller brands are going to bring more people to your platform more consistently. Because you got to sit there and think, right? Say someone comes to view you, like you're his favorite streamer. They're always watching no matter what.
Yeah.
So yes, putting you on the home screen, yes, may boost your view count, maybe, right? Or boosting someone that's not you, someone that they could then also like that guy. So then all of a sudden they're like, oh well, Lance streams from 6 to 2, Steven streams from 3 to 11.
Right.
So like I'm gonna be on Twitch all day long now,
Right.
right? Versus keep promoting the same channels, and it's like you're promoting it to the same people, if that makes sense. Like
Right.
I get it, you want to find new people, but the trending pages anymore, man. Like, and I don't think by any means YouTube's hit its peak of viewership because, like, when it comes
No.
to like streaming platforms, dude, you can never really hit a peak. Um, but dude, like, I would hate to see the number of people that actually have YouTube accounts. Like, to think of, say they did put PewDiePie up there, right? How much attention are you really going to bring to PewDiePie having him on the homepage?
I mean, and that's yeah. I
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. But to answer your question, I know it's a long out explanation.
No.
I don't really know how I feel about it. To me, like I've always been one to be pretty level headed, and I think I had my opinion on it. But after hearing your opinion, I could 1000% understand how it would hurt, and it'd be a negative impact. Um, but to me, man, like I'm always the devil's advocate. Like I would have to hear the executive board from YouTube why they did it for me to critique my understanding of it.
Yeah, and I see, and that's the thing. I just think it's stupid. But then again, I have not seen. This is coming from a standpoint like I make content on YouTube. Obviously, this podcast is on YouTube. Like I do fucking weekly videos on my fucking channel. Like this is from a standpoint of a creator, and every other YouTube creator that I have seen talk about it think it's fucking stupid. Like it's so weird to look at it and see that like creators think it's stupid. It's not like anybody's leaving YouTube because of it, but it just is stupid. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like why? What is the need for this update? What is the point of it? What is your ulterior motive? Like what is the reasoning behind this? And it's just to a lot of people too. Like I'm not the only one that has that take. Like they just to a lot of people it just looks like they're trying to protect their own interests, their own fucking advertising interests. Now you know, you can upload fucking videos that are just laden with garbage advertisements, and there's no real way other than the comment section. But there's a lot of people that don't even fucking look at the comment section ever.
Right.
Like it's hidden now. It used to be you just scroll down. Now you have to click on the comments. You like actually have to fucking like on the app. You have to click to get to the comment section, to validate if what's being said is true. I think that they're removing dislikes. There's a lot of people that I've heard that they're removing dislikes because of the upcoming, like I say upcoming, but in the next couple of years, like obviously like people are going to start campaigning for like presidential elections again. And it's going to be a way for that to be kind of, I don't want to say manipulated, but you know what I mean? Like you can run post targeted videos and shit like that instead of just running political ads. You can literally have entire accounts post videos, and obviously people are going to be paid to post shit, and now there's no way for people to be like, hey, this shit sucks. Like there's no way for people to be like, this is fucking stupid, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just weird. I
Yeah.
don't know, I don't like it.
Now,
But
it's definitely interesting, and um, I do agree with you in the sense of like, how long has YouTube been around? When was
uh
YouTube created? Let me see.
2000 fucking 5 maybe
Let me
before.
see. Um, there we go. Wikipedia for YouTube. So it started in 2005, right?
Hey, I was
So
right.
so from 2005, it's always been pretty much the same. So like, I agree with you in that sense. Like, why now?
It just doesn't make sense. It's stupid. It's fucking needless update. Um, and in all honesty, I don't think YouTube's really made a lot of mistakes. Uh, like Twitch has been making every mistake possible, but I don't think YouTube's really been making many mistakes recently. They've kind of just let the platform be for a little bit, and then they're like, hey, we're going to hide dislikes just because we need to change something today. We haven't changed something in a while, so I think we're just going to now. And it's weird.
The thing is, I wouldn't be
think it's
surprised if
dumb.
they added it back, like bring some attention back to YouTube, and then because like it's not crazy, dude. Like, because didn't they just sign Ludwig too?
Yeah. Yeah, they signed
Like, so
Ludwig.
you're bringing like a bunch of like people over to the platform, and then all of a sudden you make like a crazy change like that. Like, you're trying to bring as much people, like as many people to check your platform as possible, and then oh shit, dude, it even has on here. There's two. So since October of 2020, the last census was there's 2 billion users on YouTube.
Yeah. No, they're like the largest fucking like video content website there is. I think even streaming or not streaming or you know pre-recorded content. Nobody touches YouTube. They really don't. Everybody uses YouTube. Like, and I know I say that, like, even if you're not a regular watcher, you've probably watched a YouTube video in the last week or two. Like, if you're on the internet, you've seen a YouTube video.
That's crazy.
And it's just it's kind of the way it is. And because every time somebody comes out with something, they follow. Like they came out with the shorts thing to combat TikTok. And so now, even if you're just on TikTok, there are people that are just on TikTok, but they upload everything to YouTube because it does well. So now they also are tapping the TikTok market, like because YouTube pays better than TikTok, in terms of like views and shit like that. So, I mean, they're the biggest website there is right now. I mean, it's just what it is. And
So what if? And this is just something I pulled up just because like I started getting in the black hole, which is Wikipedia. What do you think the #1 most viewed site is as of October 1st, 2021?
website?
Yep.
Was it like
The most
Pornhub?
viewed, the most visited website.
Was it Pornhub?
No, not even close.
Oh, I don't know.
Actually,
I just
like
threw
now that
something
I think
out.
about it, like you don't get to an adult site until 10, and it's X videos, which I've never heard of. So like
Oh, I have.
maybe I'm the problem.
You are. Yeah,
Um,
you need to widen your palette there, bud.
Google.
Oh, but that's because it's a fucking homepage. Like,
Google is #1, then YouTube, then Facebook, then Twitter, Instagram, Baidu, which is Chinese, which is that in itself is crazy, bro. So like you're talking about a China only like search browser and it makes its way up there.
yeah.
Versus Google's like worldwide,
You know
YouTube's
what's even
worldwide,
crazier
Facebook,
about their
Twitter,
shit
Instagram.
is how censored they are, and it's still up there.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like their fucking entertainment and their internet and shit, like they are censored as fuck. Like they just released that one thing. They're limiting they basically killed their esports scene. They're limiting minors to what is it, 3 hours of gaming like a week or some shit, except for like on the weekends, and then on the weekends they can play, or like it is limited on the weekends. Like they basically like won't let people underage play video games. It's like literally like what they fucking, it's like a new law. And like it's wild, dude.
That's crazy. So like Yahoo is even still top 10. Like who the fuck goes to Yahoo anymore?
Your grandmother. That's how she gets all
Big
her
facts.
QAnon
Yeah. That's
newsletters.
Yahoo, X videos, WhatsApp is up there. I've heard of it a lot, but I've never used WhatsApp. I'm surprised Netflix isn't higher. Netflix is 12th. And then it's
Kylie
XNXX,
uses
another porn site.
Kylie uses WhatsApp. It's a texting app, and you can text long distance. So, like, she has a friend that she went to Ohio State with that went back to Malaysia, and she'll use WhatsApp
Okay.
to communicate with her. So it's like a
Oh, that makes
long
sense.
distance
Without
messenger.
paying all the extra fees.
Yeah, and it's like on your phone, kind of like a text. It'd be like you'd open it like messages, like on your phone or whatever.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense. And
but
then
yeah, I mean,
Amazon's
it's
14th, Pornhub's 17th. It's just
woo.
crazy to look at some of these websites, dude. It's like TikTok's 24th. Like I thought they would be higher.
Well,
Like,
you
dude,
got to look at like
they're right.
websites though.
But bro, TikTok is right above Discord.
Yeah, but you're looking at like website clicks. You're probably not looking at like app visitations and users and Does that
Right.
include like tapping on an app on your phone? Or is that people going on like a web browser?
I don't know.
Does it say
ESPN's 50th,
websites?
though. That's all I know. Yeah, most visited websites.
Ah, that's why. I doubt that counts fucking app clicks.
You know it doesn't count. You don't count.
You don't count.
You out here trying to have my son sell your drugs. You
He
want to tell me I
will.
don't count?
What do you mean? You're the one fucking cutting him off like this. You're the one cutting him off like this. But
not want to make any money.
I do think that we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. It was a good little comeback episode. We got a little over an hour for it. If you guys didn't know, I actually added a tier on the Patreon to get bonus Patreon episodes of this podcast. So check it out at patreon.com/Lance with 2 L's. I'll put it up on the fucking screen, and any of you listening, check it out. You get bonus episodes every fucking week on Patreon. You can get more of my fat cock and Steven's baby dick in your ears. Every week, this podcast, plus I'd like my little podcast if you care or not care. Really quick before we leave, Jake Paul or Tyron Woodley who do you have?
Jake Paul's going to win because I think it's within the contract that he has to win. So
I agree.
There's
We'll probably
no
talk
way
about
him
it some
and-
more.
yeah.
But
Well, yeah.
we're going to get out of here. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.